I am holding a small postcard. It is a simple picture of the Blue Mountains in Jamaica. The sky on the card is a soft, cloudless blue. The green of the jungle is deep and almost looks wet. A thin white ribbon of water falls down a dark, mossy rock face. I keep this postcard in my pocket. It is my map. It is my simple promise to myself. Today, I will find the hidden waterfalls of these famous mountains. I will not be a tourist in a hurry. I will be a traveler, walking slowly and looking closely. The postcard doesn't have a name or a location, it just has a feeling. That's what I'm here to find. The Blue Mountains are not just a place on a map. They rise high above the Caribbean Sea, catching clouds and making their own weather. The air here is different. It smells of rich coffee beans, damp, fertile earth after a morning rain. Small winding roads climb up the steep slopes. As you go higher, the view opens up. You can see the bright blue of the ocean far below, a stunning contrast to the deep green all around you. The people who live in the small towns scattered across these hillsides are warm and welcoming. They offer friendly smiles, easy nods. They know the secrets of these paths. They share their stories and give the best advice. My journey begins in a small, quiet town. The houses are low and sturdy, built to withstand the mountain weather. Many have doors painted in bright colors like yellow, red, turquoise. Small wooden shops line the single main road, selling fresh fruit, local crafts. I stop at one and buy a perfectly ripe mango and a cold bottle of water. I ask a local man, who is sitting on a bench, about the waterfalls. He points with a gentle hand toward a narrow dirt track. He says, "Go slow, it is not far. Take the left path after the big guango tree." He uses a small stick to draw a simple line in the dirt. This is my real map. It is my postcard path. It is simple, clear, and given with a smile. The path is narrow, just wide enough for one person. It leads directly into the thick green embrace of the forest. Tall ferns, long hanging vines brush against my arms as I walk. The sounds of the town fade away quickly. They are replaced by the calls of unseen birds high in the canopy. A soft, cool wind rustles the leaves, making a sound like a gentle whisper. The ground is damp and a little slippery in places from an earlier shower. I'm glad I wore my sturdy walking shoes. I walk with care, listening for the sound of water. I am told it starts as a soft sound like distant drumming. This sound is my destination. I take my first steps onto the dirt track. It is a real path, not a paved tourist trail. The ground is a mix of red earth, small stones. It feels solid under my feet. The advice to go slow was good advice. This is not a place for rushing. The beauty is in the small details. Tiny, bright, red flowers, close to the ground. I see a line of leafcutter ants marching across the path, each one carrying a piece of a green leaf like a small sail. The air is humid, but a cool breeze finds its way through the trees. It feels refreshing. I am alone on the path, but I do not feel lonely. The mountain feels alive and welcoming. The path winds gently upward. I follow the instructions I was given. I look for a big tree. After about 15 minutes of walking, I see it. It is a massive guango tree with a wide, spreading canopy. Its branches reach out like long arms. Just as the man said, the path splits here. One path goes straight, the other turns to the left. I remember his simple drawing in the dirt. I take the left path. It seems less traveled. The leaves on the ground are thicker here. At first, it is just a faint murmur. It is so soft that I have to stop and listen carefully to be sure. It is a low, constant hum, not a loud roar. It mixes with the sound of the wind in the trees. This is the faraway drum sound I was told about. It pulls me forward. Safety is important on a hike like this. The path is natural and uneven. I watch my footing carefully, especially on the damp sections. Soon, the dense canopy of trees opens up a little. Beams of sunlight slice through the leaves, lighting up the forest floor in bright patches. And then I see it. It is the first hidden waterfall. The water does not crash down. It drops gently from a broad, mossy rock ledge about 15 feet high. It falls into a perfectly round pool of water below. The pool is so clear I can see the smooth, dark stones on the bottom. I step closer, feeling the cool mist on my face. The sound is not a roar, but a peaceful, steady splash. I feel happy and completely calm. I take out my postcard and a pen. I write on the back, "Found the first hidden fall, quiet and cool." At the edge of the pool, a woman is quietly washing a brightly colored cloth. She dips it into the clear water and wrings it out with strong hands. She is humming a soft tune to herself. Her song is as gentle as the sound of the falling water. She tells me that the waterfall has an official name. They call this one Small Drop, or sometimes Green Pool. I like the simple names. They feel honest. I ask her if it's okay to sit for a while. She nods and smiles, then goes back to her work and her soft song. I take off my shoes and dip my feet into the water. It is shockingly cold and wonderfully refreshing. I watch the water fall in a constant shimmering curtain. Small droplets catch the light and sparkle like tiny diamonds. This hidden waterfall is not just water, rock. It is also the sound of a woman's song and the warmth of her smile. I feel grateful for this simple encounter. I put my shoes back on, feeling refreshed and ready to continue my walk. I continue on the path, which now begins to climb a little more steeply. The forest changes character slightly. Soon, I realize I am walking along the edge of a small coffee farm. The coffee plants are arranged in neat rows on the terraced hillside. They are short, bushy, with glossy, dark green leaves. The air here has a new smell. It is the rich, earthy aroma of coffee beans, fertile soil. The scent is strong and wonderful. A young man is working on the farm. He sees me and calls out a friendly hello. He is spreading dark, roasted coffee beans on a large tarp on the flat roof of a small shed. He wants them to dry in the sun. He tells me that the beans grow very well here in the shade of the larger trees. The mountain climate is perfect for them. He shows me a small green berry. It will turn a bright, beautiful red when it is ready to be picked. He asks if I would like to taste some fresh coffee. He pours me a small cup of dark, steaming coffee from a simple pot. I take a sip. The taste is incredible. It is sharp. It is rich. It is warm, with no bitterness at all. It is the best coffee I have ever tasted. We talk for a few minutes about the weather, the coffee harvest. I thank him for the coffee and for the lesson. The coffee farms are as much a part of the Blue Mountains as the waterfalls, the trees, the economy. Walking through this farm, I feel like I have a better understanding of this place. The delicious taste of the coffee stays with me as I get back on the path. The sound of the next waterfall is already a faint promise in the distance. The journey continues. Section 5. The drum roll. Finding the second, larger waterfall. I walk on, feeling energized by the coffee and the conversation. The trail climbs steadily. The distant sound of water grows louder. It is no longer a soft murmur, now a deep, rumbling drum you can feel in your chest. The sound seems to come from all around. I know I am getting close. Anticipation builds with every step. I round a sharp bend. I push aside a large fern frond, and suddenly I see it, a magnificent cascade of white water. This waterfall is much larger and more powerful than the first. It falls hard from a tall, dark rock wall, at least 40 feet high. The water crashes into the pool below, sending up a cloud of spray. The sun shines through the spray, creating a perfect shimmering rainbow in the light. At the base, people have left small stacks of stones. I find a small smooth stone and add it to one of the piles. I make a small silent wish for safe travels. The pool is deep and wide. The water looks dark and mysterious. One of them throws a small stone and watches the ripples spread. It is powerful and awe-inspiring. It makes you feel small in the best possible way. It reminds you of the force of nature. After resting for a while, I decide to press on. The main path becomes a little harder now. A small child comes running down the path wearing brightly colored shoes, moving with an easy, fearless grace.
He turns and tells me, "Be quick! You are slow!" He stops and points to a small, almost invisible side path. "The secret fall is there," he says, his eyes sparkling. "The tiny one."
He laughs again and disappears around a bend. A secret fall. I decide to trust the local knowledge of a child. It feels like I am entering a secret garden. The green of the jungle grows even thicker here. The air is cooler and more shaded. After only a minute or two of walking, the path ends. And there it is. A very small waterfall, hidden behind a curtain of broad green leaves. The water does not fall, it drips like perfect beads of glass from the edge of a large fern. It makes a tiny circular pool, no bigger than a dinner plate. The pool is filled with the brightest green algae, making it look like a jewel. I kneel down and put my hand in the water. It is the coldest water I have felt all day. I close my eyes and just listen to the sound of the single drops hitting the tiny pool. Plink, plink, plink. As I walk back from the tiny secret fall, I think about the people I have met today. They are the true landmarks of this journey. There was the kind woman washing her cloth at the first fall, her soft song mixing with the sound of the water. There was the proud coffee farmer, happy to share a cup of his work and a piece of his world. And there was the laughing child, who shared a secret with a playful smile. Each face was kind. Each person I met made this big, wild mountain feel more like a home. They are the guardians of this place, and their generosity is the best welcome a traveler could ask for. I decide to take my time on the walk back down. The return trip is part of the experience too. I take slow, deliberate photos. I try to capture not just the waterfalls, the light filtering through the leaves, the texture of the moss on a rock, the bright color of a flower. I also take out my little postcard again. It now has a few small notes written on the back. Before I leave the main path, I find a flat rock under a tree. I place the postcard under the rock, hoping the next traveler might find it. It feels like sharing a secret. Further down the mountain, I find a place where the stream runs wide and shallow over many small, smooth stones. This place is gentle and open. The sound of the water here is not a fall or a drip, but a soft, continuous song. The light makes small dancing shadows on the surface of the water. They tell me stories about the big rains of the past. These men, with their easy laughter and deep knowledge, are the living heart of the Blue Mountains. Their presence makes the landscape even richer. At one spot on the way down, I stop to eat the simple lunch I packed. I find a comfortable spot on a large, sun-warmed rock next to a small, cascading part of the stream. The water smells clean and fresh. My meal is simple: some hearty bread, a ripe banana, a bottle of coconut water. But here, it tastes like the most delicious food in the world. A small goat with curious eyes walks past, stares, then continues on its way. Far in the distance, a dog barks. The sounds of the mountain are the best dining music. I take this moment of rest to think about the color blue. The Blue Mountains are named for a reason, but the blue is not just one color, it is many different blues. The far-off hills are a pale, smoky blue. The wet rocks near the waterfalls are a deep, dark slate blue. Sky mixes with the Caribbean Sea, creating a vast, endless expanse of blue. Even deep pools sometimes look blue when the light hits just right. The color is everywhere, and it gives this place a dreamy, peaceful, almost magical feeling. As the day begins to end, the light changes. The bright, direct sunlight softens into a warm, golden glow. The shadows of the trees grow long across the path. I sit by a clear, slow-moving part of the stream and watch tiny fish darting between the stones. The water is so clear I can see every detail. The smooth stones, the sunken leaves, the gentle current.
Suddenly, a small child runs by and shouts, "Look, a frog!"
Before I leave the path for good, I find my postcard where I left it under the rock. I decide to keep it after all. It is my souvenir. I write one final note on it. The card now has a few simple words: walk slow, listen, share a smile. I finally walk back down to the main road where my journey started. The sun is dropping low in the sky, painting the clouds in shades of orange and pink. A classic Jamaican country bus, painted bright red, comes slowly up the winding road. I flag it down, and it stops for me. I find a seat by the window and feel a pleasant, tired joy settle over me. My clothes are a little damp from the waterfall spray. My shoes are covered in a new layer of red mountain dust. My heart, however, is full of small, perfect pictures. I made small friends. I found small falls. I learned small, important things. If you want to find these waterfalls for yourself, my advice is simple. Start with a smile. The people here are friendly and will help you. Ask a local for directions to a simple path. Wear good, comfortable shoes. Carry some water. Carry a small snack to keep your energy up. Most importantly, walk slow. The real beauty is not at the end of the path, but all along the way. Listen for the sound of the water. Take small pictures, but spend more time just looking. And remember the golden rule of the traveler. Leave the place as beautiful as you found it. The mountain must keep its quiet magic. Thank you for coming along with me on this short postcard journey to the Blue Mountains of Jamaica. It's a wonderful example of how the best travel experiences are often the ones that are simple, quiet, and close to nature. If you like this story and want to see more like it, please like and subscribe for more travel adventures. It helps us keep these stories coming. Until next time, happy travels.